how was your first day at the camp?
Well, the orientation was, it was kind of scary at first, because, you're a young kid going to camp. And granted, I wasn't the best looking child there. So we get into orientation, and they asked me why I was wearing a hood. I told them that I didn't have a very good facial feature. And they said, well, that's nonsense. You're going to be accepted here anyway. And they ripped the hood off, and I think one of the girls did actually pass out and puke on herself. I mean, it was horrible. Just horrible. Okay,
that being as it may, what is with your mother?
Well, my mother was a very heavy drinker. She was a serious drunk. And I just remember, I wrote a letter to her, told her that the kids were mean and the counselors, they made fun of me. And I guess she went into my stepdad's garage, took out the machete, and just started wailing on people. And
all that aside, where did the machete come into play?
Well, then again, it really all comes back to my mother's heavy drinking problem. Like I said, she went, but I was dead at the time. I mean, when I came back, this is what I gathered, because I know my mom is a very heavy drinker.
Yeah, but Dad is dead, but now you're alive, and now, again, we see you here.
Well, yes, my mother, however, she was, I don't know what she did, but I never thought I'd come back. I thought, I was dead. I'm dead for good. But my mother, sometimes I see visions in my head telling me, they're bad boys, Jason. Kill them. Kill them.
And visions from your mother cause you to kill people.
No.
Why?
Well, it's because of the whole immortal thing. There was a price to it. I came back wanting to kill the counselors at first, but then I realized that all teenagers were pot-smoking and drinking sex acts.
For prosperity. Why the need to kill the teenagers? I just don't get that. Could you explain that to me, please?
Well, personally, I think to me it's a personal vendetta. I did have an ex-girlfriend a long time ago, and she did leave me for alcohol and drugs. And I told her, the day that she broke up with me, I told her this was a big mistake, and I'm going to kill you. And I guess it kind of branched off from there.
And again, the machete. Don't you have any other favorite weapons that you could actually use?
Oh, yes. I remember in one of my movies, I threw an axe at the back of a young man. He was impaled on a log, and you should have been there. The screams and cries for help, great. I also use pitchforks. I use chainsaws. There was one time where I used a spoon, and then the one time with a garden weasel.
Aren't you encroaching on other people's things by using a chainsaw, like the Chainsaw Massacre in Texas? I mean, how is that working by doing that? Are you getting feedback on that or no?
Tommy did send me some pretty bad emails. He sent me a lot of what I would guess was hate mail. Told me I was ripping off his stuff, and I was like, look, man, you didn't copyright it. People get killed with chainsaws every day. Why do you must have the need to fuss at me because I decided to use a chainsaw to kill someone? I mean, but Tommy's a great guy. He's pretty laid back. I mean, I've chilled with him, had a few beers with him, killed a few teenagers.
And why always the teenagers? I mean, don't you go for an adult crowd?
Oh yeah,
the bar scene, or
you should have seen me at Spearmint Rhino. Oh, I tear the hell out of them strippers. I went in there, she started flashing at me, I thought you're a sinner, dead.
And how does it feel to be back in the woods again?
Well, it's very soothing. The cicadas, the crickets, the tree frogs, they're very calming,
And what about the people that are still in the lake wondering if you might come back?
Right now, I just got done making a new film. I guess I'll be back shortly. I mean, there's no hiding from the J-Man. I'm gonna kill him quick, but I mean, I always carry this with me just for, quick kills. But I guess I'll be back shortly. They can have their little fun for a little while, but I'll be back.
Is that your knife of choice, or do you still like the machete, or?
I do like the machete, yes, but it's kind of harder to hide a machete than it is a knife. I mean, a knife, I could just stick that little bad boy right in here, and nobody will ever see it. And I come out, just walking around going, hey, what's up? and just shove it back in. There's no problem with that. See, it's lightweight, it's very quick, and it's simple. Once I'm done, slide it in my pocket, and I'm gone.
That is so wonderful to see. But, do you still have the little thing about your mom?
I loved my mother very much. She was a very good woman when she was alive and not crazy. But,
alive and not crazy?
Okay, yes, it runs in the family. But, she's in a better place now, hopefully not hell.
Hi, we're back with Jason, and I'm figuring, like, why teenagers? I mean, why?
Well, mainly because they're the most sinful, and because a lot of the kids that made fun of me at camp were really teenagers.
But again, why a cigarette?
Have you ever smoked after having sex? It's the same concept with killing. It makes it so much better.
So smoking after killing means the same thing as smoking after sex?
Pretty much, yeah. Gives me a good feeling. I'm relaxed. But don't smoke, kids. Smoking is a very bad habit. If you're immortal or not.
So, where would you like to go from here?
What, the next interview?
Yeah, the next interview.
Well, I'm just going to wing it. I say we let the viewers decide. Viewers, where do you want to see JV next? Send us emails. Give us comments.
We can go to the hot tub next. That's up to you, the viewers. So, let us know what you think, and thank you for joining us.
Take it easy, brothers. Remember, smoking is a very bad habit. Don't smoke, or I'll kill you.
And thank you for being here on our panel tonight.
It was nice to be here with you, my friend.
And very nice to see you too.